red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Hunt. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Down. 3rd and 14.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Off the play fake. Hunt. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a run with McCaffrey. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hunt got some room at the 30. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Oh, look at this. Down on the field still. That's Derrick Henry, the running back. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
To throw on 2nd down. Hunt eluding the pressure right. Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play.
On 4th down, Hunt. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tre'Quan Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
His kick.
He took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, LeBlanc, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. 87 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
Looking to throw on second down. Hunt. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hunt. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here.
Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Henry on the carry.
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Hunt. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And it's 3rd and 4.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Then you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own. Oftentimes, you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Second and goal from the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Zach Boyd drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down.
And goal.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
4-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Hunt into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Off play action. LeBlanc flushed out right. And a loose football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Panthers 31, Saints 14. Joey Slye to kick off.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more caught into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the 24-yard
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. LeBlanc, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
on the 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Garland. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw on 3rd down, Garland, and that's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On 1st and 10, Garland. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garland. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a full. Pick, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down, and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Garland. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's got daylight. The 30. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this 2nd one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
It don't matter. It's okay.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard
line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st down, LeBlanc. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. LeBlanc winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing on 1st down. Garland. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Derek Brown, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Garland. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Agnew now to return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. LeBlanc. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. LeBlanc rolling to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turn. Over there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Derrick Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jeremy Chinn gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And a Saints first down.
Operating from the gun, Garland. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
New Orleans.
On 1st and 10, Garland. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Intended for Derrick Henry.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Garland. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Result of the play.
That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on...
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, Garland. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Garland. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities. Continue to see.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Justin Madubuike in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
28-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jenkins. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game. But they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
And the Saints first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Off the bootleg. Garland sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
The 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, Garland. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Garland. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a shot for, and that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Today's final score, Panthers 58.
Big off.